Welcome back. Well, affordable housing got a big boost from the government as the GST Council in its last meeting reduced the effective GST rate of 8% for houses under PMAY. So before January 25th, houses under construction attracted GST at the rate of 18%. If you included the provision for deducting 1/3 of the house price towards the cost of the land, the effective rate was actually 12%, and that's the one which we are sticking with. Now, this has further been reduced by 400 basis points to 8% for affordable homes. What is important to remember is that the sizes have been prescribed as 30 and 60 square meters. So 60 square meters works out about 640 odd square feet in carpet area, which is pretty big. I mean, if you look at outskirts of Mumbai or any other area. We've been getting a lot of questions on the new GST rate cut, so let's take them up. And we've got Abhishek Rastogi, partner Khetan & Co, joining me to answer those. Abhishek, thank you for making the time to be on the show with us.
Thanks, Manisha.
All right, so we've got our first caller as well. Praveen is on the phone line. Mr. Praveen, hi, go ahead, sir. What's your question?
Hi all. Yeah, Praveen is here from Mumbai. Actually, I bought one home which is carpet area around 610 square feet. And as per new rule, the GST rate is reduced to 8% if I'm eligible for Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
Right.
So I'm eligible in both way. I'm apply for CLSS, and my home is under 610 square foot. So how I can take advantage of that reduction of GST?
Abhishek, both. I mean, he should get even that 2.4 lakh subsidy through the MIG home scheme if his income is under 18 lakh rupees. Plus, I think the builder should now only be charging him 8%, isn't it?
Yes, I think he's very right. He should get the benefit. The effective rate has come down to 8%. But the very important point which has to be taken into consideration is that this amendment does not have a retrospective effect. So which means that going forward, because there could be a lot of under construction projects. So, and whatever payments he has made in the past with respect to this under construction project, he will have to pay at a higher rate. The amendment which has come, or the reduction of the rate which has come, is only prospective. So which means that the part of the amount which now he pays from the date after the amendment has come in, he would get the benefit. So he would get the benefit only for those type of contracts where, for those types of payments where the milestone kicks in after this date, because that milestone determines the point of taxation of these services. The point of taxation determines whether the rate will be a lower rate or a higher rate.
All right, Praveen, so simply, whatever you've already paid to the builder, you can't get it at a lower rate. 12% is fine, but after 25th January, whatever next bill comes from the builder or the next check you have to pay in a construction-linked plan should have 8%, and I don't think the builder is going to fool around with it. The government's very hawk-eyed in terms of any overcharging, and of course, input credit should also be yours. All right, let's get our next caller. Again, a GST question. Ajay from Visakhapatnam joins us. Ajay, go ahead.
Hi. I have my own site and I am constructing on my own. Taken a home loan from bank, so we involved a builder.
Okay.
To have it built for us. So in this case, how much GST do we need to pay for the to the builder? Assuming that we are paying GST already on cement, steel, and whatever input raw materials.
So who's buying the material? The builder is doing the entire construction, just land is yours. Am I right?
Land is mine. Money also is mine. I've taken a home loan, so I'm giving it to the builder.
Wow, this is a tricky question. So he's got a contractor to construct his house. So what is the GST regime in this case, Abhishek?
So interestingly, see, if the builder is procuring even the goods, so which means that he is procuring the goods and he is rendering the services, the nature of the contract becomes a works contract service, wherein the entire amount would be subject to a 12% rate. And of course, the builder can take the benefit of the credits of the procurements of cement, etc., what he does. Unlike if, I was not clear whether he is buying or whether the builder is buying, but as opposed to that situation, if he buys the goods directly from the market and just employs as a labor contract, then the goods would be subjected to the rate at the respective rates. So cement at the rate of the cement, steel at the rate of cement, and so on and so forth. The services which would be rendered by the builder would, there in that case would not be works contract services. Those services contract would be at a higher rate of 18%. So actually the price of the contract have to be negotiated based on the quantum of the inputs which the builder will get in case of works contract services.
All right. So here's what I'm going to say, Ajay. Just go to a chartered accountant and work this out, because this is a slightly complicated case. But yes, you have to pay 12%, though it's a work contract. So the builder should also be getting input credit for all the things that he's buying to build your home. And it's nice to get a CA service. I mean, CAs are truly in business, isn't it, Abhishek? All right, Sameer Jasuja and Abhishek, thank you. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me. All that I'm going to wrap out on this show by saying is that, look, GST is something that all of us are understanding. Buyers specifically are already on the back foot, standing on the sidelines, not willing to dip into the market. So for the builders, it's really important to win back the trust. Please do pass on all that you can in terms of input credits to the buyer. Let him not feel that he's being cheated, because that only means they're going to be slower in coming back and reviving this residential real estate demand. Thank you very much for joining us. Home at NW18.com. That's how you reach us. Goodbye.